So for today, we're going to be looking at the last discipline set for the Warlocks. If you guys don't know, we've already done the review video and the shader video. They're both right here. You guys can check it out. And we've already done the class specific videos for the Hunter and Titan video. They're both right here as well. Definitely check them out because I had so much fun making these sets, bro. I'm not even kidding, which is so surprising because I'm not saying the tech set, armor set that I did for all the classes wasn't fun. But when I tell you I had so much fun with the last discipline set, it's probably because I do think the last discipline set is just a little bit better in my opinion. But for this one, we'll actually get to see what we did for the Warlocks. But if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help. Also be aware that the Discord is finally up. So if you want to check out the Discord, definitely check it out because in that we're going to be talking about pretty much anything, and it's just going to be like-minded people talking about fashion or pretty much whatever you want in life, because again, this Discord is not just going to be stuck on fashion. It's going to be more than just that, but it's also going to heavily be talking about fashion as well. So yeah, other than that, let's get into it. So to start off, here is the first set. We're going to be utilizing the last discipline hood, and this is going to be somewhat similar, or actually a lot similar, for those of you who have seen my alternate conduction with the arc-like robes combination with painted kitsune gloves. These three I've done in a lot of sets that I've made just because I keep making it better and better is what I like to think of, because I think this helmet goes really well with this set. Shadow Broker Bond for the Bond. Yeah, this is, I'm not going to talk too much about this because I've made this set before in the past, like quite a bit. It's just I like to combine the arc-like robes with the alternate conduction and the painted kitsune gloves because they have that electrical current for all of it. So it just goes really, really well together. I will say you do have to be careful with the shadering, because if you do something like this, you guys will immediately notice that the chest piece and the boots are the only things that retain that blue glow. So you're going to want a shader that has a blue glow. So you traditionally ultra plasmic is what I usually do. But again, I just use ultra plasmic with this combo so much that I was like, I just want to use something else. And Dawning Brilliance is actually another one that I do use with it as well. You do something like this, but I think it looks like absolute ass. So in this sense, I would actually just go in and just try to find another shader. Like this immediately looks pretty cool with it. This probably won't, like, it looks okay-ish. I'm not like hating on it, but I definitely probably would not choose that. But you would have to choose like something that has a blue glow minimum, because again, yeah, I think I've used that one like when that shader first came out. This actually doesn't look bad. Well, what about this one? No. Oh, they're right here. Oh, that's annoying. This is, I tried to showcase these two shaders for the Titan video, but I could not find them. Oh. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think about the first set. As for the next set, you guys will immediately recognize this from the tech set review, because for the Warlocks, I made this exact set and I told you I was going to do it because I genuinely love this set. I think the arms came out really well with this, which is the last discipline gloves, Deep Explorer vestments for the chest piece, the Rain of Fire for the exotics, specifically the boots, and then the Interlaced Bond. So Interlaced Bond is one that I usually use for a militaristic look for the Warlocks, because I imagine that being like kind of like a plexi like shield for the Warlocks. I've always thought that ever since we first got the Interlaced Bond. Unfortunately, the Interlaced Bond is a season pass ornament. So for those of you who are like, well, I don't have that, it's like completely valid. This is an old one, very, very old. I would just tell you pick something that's like you could see like an officer or like a soldier use. The only problem is, what would you use? You could do this one, the Deep Explorer one, but I just don't really care for it too much. You could do this one. This one has a fire thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Definitely not. I mean, you could, but I judge you for it if I'm being quite honest. What the fuck is this? Skybreaker? What the fuck is this from? Where is it? What is this from? Dragon? That is a dragon. I don't know where that's from. That actually doesn't look bad, but the shader or the glow is just what would irk me about it. So yeah, you just have to choose something that's like not annoying to look at, or if you really fucking wanted to, you could just not have a glow there. You could just do something like this, where it's just like a little bond, something super small to So that way you're not super annoyed about it, which is probably what I would do if I'm being quite honest. I would probably do something like, where are you? This one, and then I think this one. Yeah, so you probably just do something like that, so that way you don't have a bond if you don't have the interlace bond, because I think the interlace bond looks way better. Shader Eyes Arctic Dreamscape, just because I think the orange goes really well with everything. Like there is no orange on this aside from the helmet itself and the bond. So Warlocks, let me know what you guys think about this set. As for the next set, we're going to be using Varys Brow with the Tactic Hive set, or the ornament I should say. Deep Explorer gloves, Dark Age overcoat, and then the Last Discipline boots and bond. So I think this one's really cool. Granted, if you were to ask me like what shader I would actually use, it would be Arctic Dreamscape, no doubt. This would be the shader I'd be using, and I think it would go well with it because obviously, for me at least, the Tactic Hive looks very much like snow, like what you would wear in the snow. And obviously Dark Age overcoat is something you would use in the snow. So like legit, this would be the set that or the shader I'd use with this. I definitely would go in and switch out the bond if I'm being honest for the all sweary one, and then just switch the shader for something white. And there you go. I actually like this a lot better. The only reason I ended up using the bond is because I was like genuinely like, I don't know where I'm going to use this piece of shit bond, because I'm not a big fan of the bond. It just looks like a big red button, which is hilarious to me. Actually, hold on, I'm using the wrong shader for that. Right there. So yeah, that's like my only gripe about this is I didn't use a shader that I would actually be excited to be using, because I could also have done this, and this looks fucking cool as well. I'm actually gonna put that on instead. So yeah, I'd probably do something like this, or this one. Honestly, it would most likely be this one, just because again, it looks really, really cool. It's using a new ornament, which looks really cool. So expect this in the ornament video for the Warlocks. But overall, this one might be my favorite just because it does look really, really cool. And Warlocks, I am actually quite surprised at the set that I made. So Heart and Basilisk headpiece for the helmet, the Don't Look Back ornament for the Getaway Artist, the Last Discipline vestments, the Shadow Broker boots, and then the Arctic Bond, Arc Light Bond, I should say. This one looks really, really cool, bro. Like legitimately super, super cool. The only thing I would switch out would probably be the shading for like Dawning Brilliance, probably. Fuck, that looks amazing. So yeah, Dawning Brilliance would probably be the shader that I would actually go for, just because I feel like this would be better for a brighter look. The only difference I didn't use Dawning Brilliance is because I ended up using it for the tech set, armor set for the Warlock, specifically the chest piece as well. So that's why I was like, I don't want to use the same one, but this looks way better in my opinion. So I know I'm talking fast, but this one is fucking cool, brother. So helmet wise, I'm already gonna go into it. I would probably do this. This actually looks really cool. And immediately, because I know the Heart and Basilisk is a season pass ornament, which is why I would probably just do something like this instead, just because it looks really cool and it actually fits the theme a little bit better in my opinion, like genuinely. I know some people might say the Shadow Broker boots might not be a good combo for this, which I would actually kind of agree with. I still think it looks cool, but something like this actually looks pretty decent. I like that a lot, but I don't know what I would actually end up doing if I really wanted to switch out. Definitely a tactical piece, if I'm being honest. We don't really have a lot for the Warlocks when it comes to tactical pieces, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, this one would be a decent choice. A lot of off coloring for this one, but I know some people might not really give a shit about that. Actually, hold on, is there more over here that we have access to? No, I genuinely want like a tactical set. What is this? If it wasn't snowy looking, I'd say yes. Okay, so I would do this only in the aspect of switching out the shading for this one, because it has the same bone color, and then maybe switching the helmet as well, like this. So that way there's a little bit more, because actually this looks pretty decent with it. I don't hate this immediately, which is a good thing to see, but no, I would probably stick with something more tactical. What is this? Is it the PvP set? Yeah, it is. This actually doesn't look bad, bro. This is the only thing that's going to be hard, is just like finding a really good tactical piece for the Warlocks, because spoiler alert, you guys don't really have a lot of good tactical sets. There it is. So it'll be this. I think this looks really cool. Helmet wise, you can actually go in and change it a little bit further if you really wanted to. You could actually do something like this, which looks decent enough. But I would probably go back in here and do something like this, because that's obviously tactical, but it's a little too close to this chest piece, because it's like they have the same like design stuff, which is why I don't like to combine the last discipline stuff with the tech set stuff. At least like not anything super crucial that I would be annoyed about. Actually, this would be also pretty cool. Helmet's a little too small actually, so I think this one would be the best choice. So yeah, Warlocks, let me know what you guys think. I had a lot of fun with yours guys as well. Probably the least amount of fun had was you guys, but I had fun nonetheless. So let me know what you guys think. The next armor set we're going to be reviewing will most likely be the Bushido set. So that's going to be a lot of fun because every class has some Japanese stuff that I can do. I'm excited to showcase what I'm actually going to be doing for you guys. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. Remember, the Discord is up, so if you are interested, definitely go check out the Discords because I'm going to be pretty active in it pretty soon. I'm not active in it now because I'm still waiting for more people to get in, so that way we can actually start doing stuff together and whatnot. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all. Be safe. I'll see you guys later.